Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode on my channel. Today is a video that I actually got a message of today. Me and my friend decided we were going to try to read 5,000 pages this summer, starting from June 1st to August 31st. So, that's a lot. But I have a little chart here. There's a lot. Every 5 pages I get to color one off. Why 5? Because that's more realistic. So, I have a bunch of books planned that I can read for this challenge. And if I read all of them, it would be over 9,000 pages, almost 10,000. Which, obviously, I'm not going to read all of them. But I want them for these 2 shelves here. These are going to be like my soon-to-be TBR books. So without further ado, let's just jump in and I'll show you them all. So first off, we have the only super summary books, which is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, the last 3. I have the Second Summer of the Sisterhood, Girls in Pants, and Forever in Blue. Now I read the first book in that series in January of 2023. So there's that. I'm going to continue on the hardcover theme. So then I have Forging Silver into Stars by Brigid Kemmerer, which I buy the standalones of an author if they have one, to see if I would like their writing style, if they have a book that I would be interested in, which is what I'm currently doing with the book Heartless by Marissa Meyer. But I wanted to try hers before I read A Curse So Dark and Lonely, but there's that book. Whoa, and then I have The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller, because I love this author. She writes amazing books, and so, yeah, I'm excited to read this. And then I also have Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart, and also Queen of Ruin by Tracy Banghart, which this is a duology. And sometimes duologies are some great books to read, because you're well in the story by the second one. So I have them. I also have the sequel to The Betrayed that's coming in. I will be reading that. And also The Betrayed to Powerless. Those covers aren't going to be on the screen, but I'm saying that I want to read those. So there's going to obviously be more than that, but yeah. Then I have To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I don't know. I think some fantasy retellings are kind of what I'm into right now, like Heartless. Love that book. It's really good. So I kind of want to read more fantasy retellings. That. I also have Snow and Poison by Marissa de la Cruz. Again, fantasy retelling. This is a really thin book, actually. And then I also have, we're getting into paperbacks now, the rest are paperbacks, Cinder and Glass, also by Melissa de la Cruz, which is a Cinderella retelling. Then I have Once I Knew and This Life of Mine, which is a duology by Victoria Lynn. I think these are, I don't know if these are cozy fantasy or high stakes fantasy. I know it's one or the other, which are 2 very different things, I know, but they're not in the middle, and I know that. I just don't remember which one these are. Like, which category they fall under. Then I have Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen, which are 2 books that I'm very interested in rereading, and I actually have these planned for my exam week, which is coming up very soon as I'm filming this, so I have that. Then I have The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry, which is a very thin book, honestly. I think it's only like 200-some pages, a little over 200. And this was one of Haley Pham's favorite books, and that really made me want to read it. So I have that. I also have The Orphan's Wish by Melanie Dickerson, and this is an Aladdin retelling, so I have that. I have the Percy Jackson series, which I am very interested in reading. If I don't get to them this summer, I will eventually, but I do have that. All those books. Then I have Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. This is her young adult books, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, except this one is just a romance. This isn't like fantasy. Then I have Rune and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the last book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and it's the last one I need to read before I get to read Six of Crows. And it has been over 6 months since I've read the other series. I just didn't love it, but I really want to read Six of Crows, so I have that to read. And then I'm going to be rereading my favorite series, or one of, I guess. This is the first ever book that, like, I loved to this extent. All of them are way up here. I want to reread them all at some point this year because the new book comes out soon, so I need to reread them all. So, yeah, I'll be rereading these soon. So the first and the second are both going on my shelf. Okay, so those are all of the books. They're right there that I want to read. There's a lot of them. I obviously won't be reading all of them this summer, but I just figured if I put them all on here, it would be much more fun to look at and more of a those are the books that I'd like to read kind of vibes. Anyway, guys, that is all the books that I'd like to read this summer, and also the 5,000 page summer challenge. So please also do that. I think it would be really fun if you guys could too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.